Day 10 of Colts training camp. We're inside the facilities at Grand Park here today with the weather, but a lot of action here on the field as the Colts come back from their trip to New England. They had a day off on Friday, coming back from their preseason game against the Patriots. Got to see a little bit of action today on the field, and we'll see them out here tomorrow as well. I'm Nathan Brown, Colts insider with the Indianapolis Star. He's Joel A. Erickson, here to break down Day 10 of Colts training camp. One of the interesting things that's stood out and has been a storyline that has continued to build through training camp is this running back battle. We've got Seth McGowan, the Colts late round draft pick, along with DJ Giddens, who was a second year guy. Ulysses Bentley, the fourth, has been starting to pick up some momentum. All of them fighting for touches and reps behind Jonathan Taylor. What has stood out to you as we just got a chance to watch our 10th training camp battle, our training camp practice among that battle?
Well, when you're looking at the backup running back, those guys have to have a standout trait. They've got to have something that the coaching staff can isolate. You don't really have backups who are kind of just the all-around type of player. And I think I don't know what the Colts are thinking, but I do think that with DJ Giddens, that is some of the issue. He struggled with drops early in camp. He's got good vision. He's got good burst. But what does he do? Like, what's the defining characteristic of his game? I don't know that we know that right now. The other two guys, Seth McGowan has looked great. I think he's the number 2 running back right now. He's got a lot of power to him, the way he runs. I know he had the fumble the other day. I still think that was a touchdown. Mm-hmm. I don't know what happened in that preseason game with the refereeing or why Shane didn't challenge it or any of that stuff. It doesn't matter. It's a preseason game, but I thought it was a touchdown. He's got power. That's his calling card. He's got power. He's one cut. It's a different feel from JT. And then the thing with Bentley is a pass catcher. Like today's practice, it really showed up again, not just in the catches. He had 3 or 4 catches. He also had a ton of targets. It was mostly red zone passing today. There were a ton of targets for him in the red zone. He's a guy that they feel good about in protection. He can play that role that Tyler Goodson played. No one's going to get a lot of touches with Jonathan Taylor on the field. But if you're going to get on the field, if you're going to be one of those backups, you have to have something special. And I think those two guys do, and I'm not sure what DJ Giddens' calling card is right now.
We've also we saw on Thursday night Seth McGowan factor a little bit into the kickoff return too, mm-hmm. which is another way where he can kind of force his way onto the field to earn his spot on this roster. I don't know that there's any doubt, at least in my mind, at this point that he's making this roster. I'd say it's almost more so now. DJ Giddens, who's now missed well over a week with a hamstring injury that has continued to keep him off the field. Again, didn't get a ton of appearances in games last year. He was oftentimes a healthy scratch, didn't get a ton of touches. Jonathan Taylor, of course, led the league in rushes, but from your backup running back, you still want to feel like you can lean on him sometimes, and it just didn't feel like they believed in him or his impact enough to have him on the field. You saw a lot of touches from Amir Abdullah, a little bit from DJ occasionally, but it seems like with Ulysses and with Seth, you would imagine they would get more reps and be able to impact the game a little bit more than DJ Giddens did as a rookie last year.
My one big play is not a play. Brian Mason was here. The Colts special teams coordinator tore multiple ligaments in his left knee when he got rolled up on the final play of the preseason game. I thought he might take a day off. Apparently, Friday was enough, and I assume he spent Friday partially in an MRI machine, but he was out here today. I think not only was he out here and coaching, he was not on crutches. He didn't have one of those wheelie scooter things. He just had a giant brace that looked like the one Christian Bale wears in the Batman movies and was limping around on it. Tough son of a gun. You can tell why he's a special teams coach, because special teamers have to be insane and tough, and I cannot believe that he was out here moving around on that leg.
We got a chance to talk to veteran defensive tackle DeForest Buckner after practice today. One of the last questions asked of him is, what did he think of not only seeing what happened to Brian Mason and how scary that incident was on Thursday night, but then seeing him back out here on the practice field less than 48 hours later. His one-word answer, I think, told us everything we needed to know. Dog. The guys on this team really love him, and him being out here, I think, meant a lot to this team. Not only was he out here, but apparently didn't even take a cart to get off the field on Thursday night after suffering the injury.
Walked is maybe not the right word, but he walked. He got off the field.
Yeah. So we'll be back here again tomorrow afternoon with day 11 of Colts training camp before a couple days off, and then the Colts will welcome the Atlanta Falcons for another set of joint practices. So we'll see what tomorrow brings, both weather-wise and on the field-wise as well. We'll have this video, some highlights, stories on IndyStar.com. Hope you guys continue to check those out there, as well as our Colts YouTube channel. Hope you can like and subscribe that, support us, and continue to consume that content as well. I'm Nathan Brown. He's Joel A. Erickson. Thanks for watching this Insider video on IndyStar.
Oh. All right. Where are you with this? You've been trying to ramp it up. Mm-hmm. Where are you now? You think on your schedule?
Yeah, I feel pretty good. Like I said, they just being cautionary with me and getting me back into everything. But I've been feeling really good with the reps that I'm getting and consistently building that. And I'm looking forward to practice tomorrow.
How much did you get in New England in the practice?
Yeah, it was just really pass rush reps. You know what I mean? Did some one-on-ones, and then bunch of the pass rush situations with the ones. So. Yeah, it was still limited reps, but I was just happy to be able to go out there and go against another opponent.
And what's been important is you've come back and had no unusual soreness.
Yeah, no. Just like I feel like every time I've been out there going against in team, getting those reps. I feel like every day, the soreness post practice have gone less and less. So it's been very encouraging.
Well, you were saying in the spring, maybe some new technique for you that
you were
going to have.
Well, just keeping my head out of a bunch of things and stuff like that. Trying to avoid those unnecessary hits and everything. So that's kind of where I've been at.
Now that you have gotten back, are you still targeting week 1? Or
oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's always been the plan.
You need to ease into it still. You're just targeting week 1.
Yeah, targeting week 1.
Are you hopeful, or have you guys talked about getting any reps in preseason games, or do you think you'll just hold out and just get ready?
That's just conversation with the coaching staff and everything, and see how they feel about it. But I'm just trusting the process and the plan that they have for me this offseason. So.
As one of the vets on the team, what have you liked the most about this iteration of the defense so far?
Yeah, it's been encouraging. I've been able to see a lot of good things. There's a lot of things we still got to clean up, but ultimately, just having a bunch of new faces on the defense and everything, I feel like communications have been pretty good, and we just got to continue to build each and every day.
You said you're conscious about keeping your head out of situations, but do you still think about the neck, or are you able to be past it?
No, I'm able to be past it. I feel like especially my first day, had some contact with one of the O-linemen. Not gonna name any names. Nice little punch to the face. It was a nice little welcome back gift. Nice little welcome back. But I was like, well, neck works. So.
I know you came in halfway through last season, but you were out a little bit. What is your impression of Sauce and the way he, both on the field and off the field, can not only impact the defense but his team as a leader?
No, yeah, just his energy that he brings every day. You know what I mean? And obviously his play on the field speaks for itself. But just being able to be approachable. One of those leaders that he has a lot of light around him. You know what I mean? Big spotlight. But he's one of those guys, one of those vets where he's able to talk to guys. He's approachable. You know what I mean? Guys can come up to him, ask him questions and things like that, and pick his brain. So I feel like he's a good fit for us.
Can you tell quarterbacks holding the ball maybe just a tick longer when a guy like
yeah, definitely. And we talk about it all the time in the D-line room. We do have some guys that can make the quarterback hold it a little longer. So we got to get there.
To acknowledge at the beginning of camp that there's a lot riding on him, kind of taking a big step. How have you noticed what he's doing?
What'd you say? Oh, Latu.
Yeah, how have you noticed what he's doing now compared to when he first got here?
No, yeah, I just feel like he's more decisive in what he's doing. His confidence is growing with his ability and everything that he's been able to do. I feel like last year he had a great year and he can continue to build off of that.
Well, Kev,
Last question.
Brian Mason gets blown up on the sidelines, and he's back out here.
Dog. They brought the cart out for him. He got up and he was like, "No, I'm walking it off." So, he's a dog.
It was a pretty serious injury.
No, yeah, definitely. And now he has some stuff that he can talk about to the guys. When he's have his meetings. You know what I mean? He can tell them. You know what I mean? Oh, you got a sore neck, sore leg, whatever it is. Get up. You know what I mean? So get up and go out there. I mean, look what I did. So nah. But all jokes aside, though, I'm glad he's doing good. Yeah, appreciate it.
Thanks, bro. Oh, good. Thank you so much. Hey, how y'all doing? Michelle, let's do it.
How have you felt coming off the foot? It seems like you're getting a lot of reps all over. How have you felt on the foot?
Man, I feel great, man. Honestly, just getting back into my zone, as I could say, playing, NFL football. Coming off that injury, I feel like, I had to sit down, which I did, and kind of watch from the sidelines. But it feels great to get back out there.
Being back with Lou and his system, with this defense that in his second year with the Colts, what do you, or how have you adjusted, and what do you like about this group?
The unity in the group is great, man. I think everybody can see that. I think, communication will be the best thing with everybody, going into their second year, but me also knowing the defense as well, man. I think communication will kill everything. Us playing together, we got a lot of stars and great players on the defense, so we can work together.
You've been playing a lot inside and out. Is that an adjustment for you, or do you have a lot of experience playing slot before?
Slot mainly in college. That was about it, but other than that, it's hand-to-hand, man. Athlete got to play anywhere.
You had quite a few PB years in your with the Bengals. With Lou, what about his defense allows you to kind of make those plays?
Man to man, body on the body. One thing he wants us to do is challenge the receivers. And I think we got everybody in the room to do that. So go down and put hands on somebody and, make it very competitive for them to catch a ball.
On the field and off the field, what is it? What's it like to have Sauce Gardner as a teammate, and what does he do not only in your guys' room as a secondary, but in this defense to help lead this group?
A lot of quarterbacks want to look his way, man. I think that's a big thing that a lot of teams can't, say about their corners. He kind of shuts down one part of the field, so therefore it helps the defense in many ways, I feel like. And also just out the field, man, he's very vocal, man. I feel like he's starting to open up as far as being a leader of the group and everything, and everybody's following suit.
Cam, were you expecting the one-game suspension, and were you surprised, I guess, by that?
No surprise at all. I already knew that I was going to get that game, and we're glad we can knock it out, man.
You've been playing a lot of special teams out here. I mean, you've been in the league for a bit. How is that something you've embraced this summer?
At the end of the day, man, I've always been a team guy, and I don't like to sit on the sideline, so whatever I can do, man, possibly, I do it. Thank y'all so much. Thank you.
Adding long snapper to your repertoire today?
Anything, man. Like I said, I'm a football player, and kind of just whatever role they need me to step in, I'm going to do my best.
Supposed to be a higher degree of difficulty in a preseason game, but then you finished with 6 tackles. What was working for you that first time out?
Honestly, just blessed to be out there, and the other 10 guys were doing their job, and I was doing my job, and just happened to fall into my lap and not theirs. I'm just so thankful that they did their job to give me the ability to do mine. How much work did you do at Ohio State kicking inside? That's what we were really kind of big on, having 4 defensive ends out there on 3rd and long or extra down. So Coach Larry Johnson always worked with us of just making sure we had inside and outside, and I think that's just what kind of helps you in all aspects of your pass rush game. And I feel like that's something that I've kind of just carried with me.
When you look at the tape, what allowed you to have success on Thursday? What did you see that set you up nicely?
Really just playing my game. Obviously not trying to chase plays, and just doing my job, like I said, and just doing the most for my team.
You had a couple of batted passes. I mean, it's a simple concept, but it's not something that everybody does.
Mm-hmm.
Is there someone you watched growing up that really left that impression on you to do it?
Honestly, it's my coaching all growing up. Since high school, college, even here now, they always say get your hands up. Obviously, if you can't get there, affect the pass, get your hand in his eyes, and it's really just how I've been coached and taught on the way up. And I feel like there really isn't that one type of guy out there. I feel like everybody does it, and you just kind of just got to get in the throwing lane. If it's there, it's there.
Being so impactful, and I know it's a preseason game, but your first NFL game, what does that do to your confidence moving forward?
Yeah, it's just momentum. If you got it, keep it. If you don't, go get it. And I feel like it's something that this whole team kind of works off of, runs off of. We have energy, and we kind of just build off each other. And I feel like that's something that's good around this. Even in the locker room, you just see guys kind of getting pumped up with each other, and we kind of just bounce off each other. So it's kind of nice just to have guys like that in your locker room and just having a team like this.
We're a week out from you playing an NFL game in Lucas Oil Stadium. How many family, friends are you expecting at that game, and is that going to feel any different for you? I know it's preseason still.
Yeah, the crazy thing is all my friends and family mostly already have season tickets, so they already know where their spots are, and they don't got to go out and get more. So that's kind of awesome, kind of have that, and I hope a lot of people are there to come support me, and just hoping I can just do my job for them.
What's the estimated number of how many already have season tickets? Or is that, I guess that's because of Colts fandom and not just because of you, right? Both.
Yeah, it's everything. They love the Colts even before I was here. So I mean, I have a lot of friends that are diehard Colts fans, and they've been here since the beginning, since the ups and downs. So I mean, they're always been loyal, and I mean, there's probably about 50 or 70 of them just close to me that are going to be there on Saturday.
What was reception like from your friends and family? Like they finally saw you in an actual NFL game in a Colts uniform after all these years. What was that like?
Yeah, I mean, all the emotions. You got your mom's emotions, you got your friends' emotions. It was definitely awesome and just a surreal moment for me, just to be able to be blessed with the opportunity to come back here and play for this great city and great state. And I'm just so happy to be able to give my all for this team. I mean, obviously I wouldn't want to do it for anybody else, and just being able to do my part and just make sure that everybody around me is thriving just as well as I am.
Thank you, Caden.
Thank you. Take care.
What's this journey been like for you? Like by this time last year, I think you had the ankle injury, so you're getting like a full healthy offseason. What's this been like for you?
Oh, it's a blessing to be back. It's fun to be back. You know, like you said, I had time off last year with my injuries, dealing with certain injuries and stuff like that. But being back with this team, they welcome you back with open arms, and especially just being able to complete through OTAs as well, having a healthy offseason and coming into this training camp. It's been nothing but running, and it's been nothing but fun. So it's definitely a blessing to be back with the team.
I know we've seen linebackers have been going on and off the field. You guys have been doing a lot of rotating on the first team, even getting chances to kind of rotate through and have some opportunities to show what you can do, especially on Thursday night too. What has it been like to just be with that tight room where there seems like there's a lot of competition?
It's fun. You know, that's what a lot of people seem to miss. That competition is fun. You know, it makes all of us better. You know, from every single one in the room, from the oldest person in the room to the youngest person in the room, we're all making each other better, and we have fun doing it. You know what I mean? So that's what I feel like brings our room together so well. We all bond so well and gel so well, because while it's still competition, at the end of the day, we're all gelling together and becoming brothers on and off the field.
CJ was brought in to fill kind of a leadership role, but he's had his injuries as well. How have you noticed him behind the scenes kind of, stay plugged in and maintain, the mental edge, I guess, while not being able to be out here?
No, he's good, man. He's eager. He's eager. He always wants to learn. In the meeting rooms, he's always talking. You know what I mean? When we're doing walkthroughs and everything like that, he's always talking. He's always communicating. He's always asking questions. And that's what you like to see out of him, because he's eager and he's ready to get back. Jaylon, Lou said that at linebacker he might use a lot of different guys this year because in different roles, maybe not to overload guys. Do you feel like there's a lot of different skill sets in the room that makes sense, or what do you think? And just not forget about what he said, but just are there a lot of different skill sets among the guys in the room? In our room, and that's what I feel like also makes our competition so well, and that's what also brings us together so much, because we all know what we can do, and we all know how we can help this team out, and we're all just using our strengths to help it.
Bryce Boettcher, rookie along with CJ. I mean, what has stood out to you most about him and his skill set and how he's fit into the room and the competition and everything in the first couple of weeks?
His physicality and his energy is unmatched. He loves it. He loves it, and we love him. He brings a different juice to the room as well. Just always ready to go out there, strike somebody, always ready to go out there, defend somebody. He's always ready to do what he needs to do. And he's also, just like CJ, he's eager. He's always asking questions. He always wants to know what's going on. He always wants to know how he can get better as well. So it's always fun having Bryce as well.
They really kind of remade the linebacker room this offseason, add a lot of new pieces. On Thursday, there was a series where you, Bryce, and Austin in succession all made big plays to end the drive. What did that feel like, just the linebackers putting their stamp on that drive?
It felt great because, it's what it's what we're trying to do for this team. We're trying to make plays for this team. We're trying to do our right assignments for this team. And, it's the stuff that we do also after practice. We're always together. We always got a drill or two that we do. We always talk about things that we need to do in the meeting rooms, that we need to work on. Our coach always asks us, write two things down that you need to work on. And we always try to fulfill those needs to the best of our abilities. So seeing all of us make plays, especially this past game, it was exciting, man, because it's just, it's a feeling when you see everybody doing what they can do and everybody enjoying each other at the same time. That's what builds our team, and that's what builds this brotherhood.
When we would talk to Chris Ballard or Lou or even Shane throughout this offseason, they would sometimes tell us, if Jaylon can be healthy, they think of just the big impact that he could have on this team. Being healthy, being able to compete and contribute, what does that mean to you right now at this point in training camp?
It keeps me motivated. You know what I mean? It keeps me motivated. just to see that they look at me in that way, and just to be able to know that I have the skill set that they're looking for to help this team out as well. I just want to help this team out any way that I can, whether it's defense, whether it's special teams. Either way, I just want to be able to help this team get to where we want to be.
Anyone else?
Thanks, Jason.
Appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
How is CJ kind of living vicariously through you guys right now? I mean, he had to miss a little time at the beginning and now lately. Like, how has he stayed engaged behind the scenes?
Yeah, I'd say the biggest thing is on the sideline. He's always asking what the call is, staying present, repeating the call, and the signals on the sideline. So I'd say that's the biggest thing, and being encouraging as well. Tough to be injured during camp. I feel for him. He wants to get back on the field, so hopefully, it comes here soon.
Especially when CJ's been healthy. We've seen a bunch of rotation. I think maybe 6 of you guys have gotten first team reps. What has the competition and the camaraderie been like in that room with all you guys fighting for time on the field?
It's honestly been pretty dang good. Obviously, everyone knows this is our job now, and everyone wants to start, to provide for their families. So it's deep, man. It's a lot of competition, but that's why you play this game, is to compete with one another. And with that also comes a brotherhood. We're up here 24/7, preparing, working hard. So I like where we're at right now as a squad, and it's the brotherhood's been good.
How does that competition bring out the best in you?
It makes me, have to compete every single day. Like Coach Lanning used to say to me at Oregon, rent's due every day. In this league, I've played one preseason game, but it's pretty evident that rent is due every single day. There's no days off, especially when you're competing for a starting spot. So.
Bryce, how does the physicality set a tone for the whole defense, when you make a play like that?
Yeah, I think it runs through us. Energy and effort is the linebacker's job, along with communication. So that's kind of what I've prided myself in my whole career is being that energizer battery, whether it's a big hit or encouraging teammates. The other night it came in terms of a big hit, which was pretty dang sweet and fired me up. I'm just there to do my job for the team.
There was a series on Thursday where you, Austin, and Jaylon made plays, each one after another, to end a drive and I think force a punt. What does that do for your guys' room when it's all linebackers making the plays to do it?
It's awesome. The hard work is showing off on the field when it matters most, which was great. And like I said too, the defense runs through the linebackers. I feel like we set the tone, whether that's positive or negative. We take accountability for all of it, kind of like a quarterback of the defense. So it's awesome to perform that way.
Bryce, what do you feel like you just play? All this talk about prepping for it and training camp, but just play a game and actually be able to build off of a game.
Oh, it's so much fun, man. Football's fun, practice is fun, but when you hit the same people for long enough, it gets a little old. So once you get out on the field in front of some fans, it's there's nothing like it. Didn't have spring ball because we're in college this year, so actually being able to play a real game is awesome. A lot of fun.
Thanks, Bryce.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Bryce. Appreciate it.